The American Families Plan, this could be nothing but good for Americans.
Thanks, creepy Uncle Joe.
If you're out camping or you've hit hard times and there's no potable water anywhere to be found, just take your solar cooker with you, dip it in a lake, stream, or pond, open it up, put it out in the sun, and within hours you're going to have potable, sterilized drinking water. My link for your massive discount is in the description below. All right, we got to talk about the American Families Plan. Remember, anytime they make a bill or a law in Congress, which is the opposite of progress, it's usually the exact opposite of what they say they're going to do. For example, the Patriot Act. Nothing was more unpatriotic than the Patriot Act. Then you have the Affordable Care Act. Was there anything more unaffordable than the Affordable Care Act? Now we have the American Families Plan. This should be called Decimating the American Families Plan, or beefing up the power of the IRS plan. Let me show you the very end of this. You know, you always have bills like this and laws that are verbose. They have just tons of words, mountains of legalese to wade through. So, you know, most people don't have time to wade through it. So I want to show you this right here. One of the parts in this is called Revitalize Enforcement, with the emphasis on force, to make the wealthy pay what they owe. Guess who wrote this bill? The wealthy. Do you think the wealthy who made a bill to make the wealthy pay what they owe are actually going to pay what they owe? First of all, nobody owes the IRS or the federal government anything. It's a lie. It's an illusion. Revitalize enforcement to make, in other words, to force the wealthy pay what they owe. Let's say they're actually going to do this. If you force the wealthy to pay for something that they want to evade or don't want to pay, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to defer all that onto the end user. That's you and me. They're not going to pay these extra taxes. We're going to pay their taxes for them. That's how this cruel world works. Look what it says. We have a two-tiered system of tax administration in this country. Regular workers pay the taxes they owe. Let's just drop the euphemisms. It's not taxation, it's theft. All taxation is extortion. It is theft. We have a two-tiered system of theft administration in this country. Regular workers pay, they're extorted. They're not paying anything. Pay the theft they owe on wages and salaries, while some wealthy taxpayers aggressively plan to avoid tax law. Who in their right mind wouldn't want to evade theft laws? You want to keep 100% of what you own or what you earned? Yes. You want to keep 100% of what you own? Absolutely. Because you're a sane, rational, intelligent, morally based human being who doesn't think theft is a good idea, who knows that theft is criminal. It's immoral. Those with the highest incomes generate income in opaque categories where misreporting rates can reach 55%. A recent study found the top 1% failed to report 20% of their income and failed to pay over $175 billion in theft that they owed. Nobody owes the government anything. But today, the IRS does not even have the resources to fully investigate this evasion. Those poor little guys, they need some more power. So you know what the American Families Plan does? It increases the power and it beefs up their coffers to the tune of $80 billion over the course of 10 years, increasing the employment status from the IRS an additional 87,000 IRS agents so that they can steal more wealth from Americans. But it doesn't stop there. Part of this plan right here is if you have $600 sitting in a bank account, those banking institutions are required to report your activity and your balance to the IRS. If you have an inflow or outflow of $600 per year, they're required to report. So is this going after the wealthy? $600 inflow and outflow per year? That's everybody who's got a bank account, guys. So what this does is it strengthens the IRS. It gives them unconstitutional, immoral powers to steal more wealth from the American tax cattle. This should actually be called the American Tax Cattle Families Plan. As a result of budget cuts, audit rates on those making over $1 million per year fell by 80% between 2011 and 2018. We can't have that. We can't have these people keeping 100% of their wealth. What would the IRS do? It would dry up. We don't want that. We want the biggest domestic terror cell on American soil to get even bigger, to get even more powerful, to increase their surveillance powers even more over the United States of America and all Americans. Not the wealthy ones. It's the wealthy ones that are making bills like this. The wealthy ones know that they won't be attacked, that they won't be extorted, they won't be stolen from. It's going to happen to you and me. And then guess what happens to the wealthy? Well, there's more property for them, more resources for them, more money for them, while you and I are living under a bridge somewhere. The president's proposal would change the game by making sure the wealthiest Americans play by the same set of rules as all other Americans. If you really cared about being fair, then why would you, instead of having, you got the lower middle class and you got the rich, whatever, the top 1% or whatever, instead of taxing them more, why don't you just tax all these people less or not at all? Tell you what we're going to do, because we love Americans so much, we're not even going to tax you anymore. We're dropping the income tax. We're dropping the property taxes. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to say, yeah, what we're going to do is make all the theft fair across the board. Ain't gonna happen. But even if it did happen, what they're basically saying is, yeah, we're gonna continue to be immoral. We're gonna continue to foist our criminal activities upon all Americans. We're gonna make it worse for the rich. Well, actually, they're not even saying they're making it worse for the rich. They're basically saying, we're gonna bring the rich to your level. We're gonna tax them like we've been taxing you. Not gonna happen. It would require financial institutions to report information on account flows so that earnings from investments and business activity are subject to reporting more like wages already are. It would also increase investment in the IRS. That's increasing the coffers of the IRS. Follow the money, key bono, who benefits, while ensuring that the additional resources go toward enforcement against those with the highest incomes rather than Americans with actual income less than $400,000. Additional resources would focus on large corporations, businesses, and estates and higher income individuals. Altogether, this plan would raise $700 billion over 10 years. Our investment is a fraction of that. We just want to give $80 billion to the IRS and increase their numbers by 87,000 because that's going to help you Americans out there. Don't believe it. Don't buy it. It's all a lie. When they say this is for the wealthiest people, no, it's not going to affect them. It's going to affect you and me. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed these videos, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. And don't forget to subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com, if you want to support the channel even more. The best thing you can do is give this video a like and share it with everybody you know everywhere you can on social media. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video. Guys, we already know that they want to decimate the dollar, destroy the economy, bring us into a cashless society, and eventually make it difficult for us to even get food. That's why I constantly promote My Patriot Supply. Every chance I get, I turn my fiat currency notes into long-term storable food. This stuff is awesome. It's got a 25-year shelf life. And one thing we're all gonna need is storable food. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. With my link in the description, you get $100 off of every order instantly. It'd be a good idea to order it while you can, because I'm not sure how much longer they're gonna be able to ship this out. My link for your $100 off discount is in the description below.